Hey guys, how's it going? It's live with Lindsey. Oh, that does not look that great. Hold on. It's live with Lindsey. Do do do. Watch this. Boom. No signal. I think that's nice. Why do I not have a signal? Hello. Why do you hate me? Hey Kathy, what's up? I'm gonna call on you actually. Let me make a few announcements first. For some reason, my camera's not working, so I gotta lower it. Kathy, I'm so glad you're here. Did you bring crystal penises? That's the main question. Hey, everybody! I gotta lower this. Okay, I was gonna try to use my new. Oh my gosh, everybody's here! Are you guys gonna get on live? Let's see. Did I come last week? No, I missed us last week because. Hey, Tim! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you guys are here. I missed you guys so much last week. I was in Dallas with my sister, and I had the freaking craziest experiences, and I'm going to talk a little bit about those today. A little bit. Hi, Anne-Marie. You know, I'm going to bring some people on actually real quick. Kathy, you were called on for a reason. I'm bringing you on right now, girl. Here's my friend, Kathy Gasper. Kathy.
Hi.
My chakra look today, Kathy. Oh, I can't hear you because I'd really like to know how my chakra was looking today. Hold on.
Oh, let me turn off light.
Hold on, Kathy. Please hold. Kathy, say something.
Hi.
Why do I have so many tech problems?
I don't know.
God.
I woke up this morning and listened to a 30-minute video about curling my hair.
Oh, I'm so sad. Hold on, you guys. Please hold. Shoot. I'm so sorry. Guys, don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Kathy, can everyone hear you? Start talking. Tell us a story. While I screw around, okay? Can you tell us a story? Whatever you want, Kathy.
Okay.
Tell us about chakras or something.
Whatever you want.
I cannot hear you, but you look fantastic. You're doing a great job. Carry us, Kathy. Tell us about the penises again.
No, we already talked about that one time. But we can talk just about my prosperity workshop. I've got one coming up. It's on the books. It's going to be August 15th from 3 to 4:30. And I'm going to be talking about Monday. Here's a big hot news flash. That money is energy. Crazy. Oh, I know how to explain this to you. Let me get these two little magnets here. Okay, so what happens, I'll make sure it's attached to it. Hang on. Okay, so what happens, we have these little thoughts inside of our system, and they like hang out in your system. So say you're walking around with like prosperity, consciousness thinking. Whoops, we're going to the opposite way. I screwed up. So you're walking around with like, poverty conscious thinkingness. And so that's hanging out in your chakras. And then here comes, woo, it connects to it. So this is very similar to like how when you meet your person and then they come to you and you're like, oh God, I just get you. Like we just are so attracted to each other, and I feel so cool when I'm around you, and you feel so good when you're around me. It's because like attracts like. So what I'm doing in this prosperity workshop is I'm going to teach you how to remove the poverty consciousness thinking, and then we're going to bring in prosperity thinking, and then it's going to attract, voila, money.
Guys, what she says, I've just started experiencing it. Okay, this block thing. There's a lot of credit to that. So go to her workshop.
Oh, cool,
right, Kathy. Kathy, this stuff is freaking me out right now. This energy stuff, it's freaking me out. Did it freak you out when you first got to know it?
No. Why is it freaking you out?
Because I don't know. Like weird things keep happening to me, Kathy. Help me.
Not weird.
I'm sorry I say weird. I feel like that's a thing. Jen, I'm bringing you on next. Jen, you just have a second, right? Just let me finish talking to Kathy because you're on next. Freaking weird things are happening to me, Kathy.
I think just because like you have to have a little bit more education as to what's going on, and then you won't.
Yes.
out.
I agree with you. I am new. I am a newbie here. Okay.
Been walking around for how many years identifying with your body, and you think that this is it?
Look at her. She says it all confident like that. Yeah.
My people's here on their second session. Who they really, you're not your body. If we can do one quick little exercise. You want a little exercise?
Yeah, let's do an exercise. And then I'm going to bring Jen on. Okay, here we go. Anna Marie, you're okay for a bit, right? Can you give me an okay there? Okay, perfect. Do not leave, young lady. I want to talk to you. Okay. Kathy, am I standing?
There's your kids. Do your favorite mom dance move. Do it.
Let's see. The floss? No, this is the floss. Okay.
Oh, that's not embarrassing. That's really good. Okay.
Thank you. Oh, I'm supposed to do like the shopping cart?
Oh my God. I've never even seen that one.
You know, get some soup, get some other stuff. You know what I mean? I know. You guys should totally do the shopping cart.
It's
the best.
For right now.
You can.
Okay. So here's the lesson. I asked you to do your favorite dance move to embarrass your kids, and you stood up and did it, right? You didn't go like running out of the room.
That's true.
So then the question is, are you your body?
Well, I've recently learned I am not, but I used to feel like I was. Yes. So I'm going to say, what do you mean, Kathy?
So the question is, are you your body or are you the mover?
I am the mover.
You are the mover. You passed. You passed the first question.
But if you would have asked me that 2 months ago, I wouldn't have said it that way.
But okay, but just keep like asking those questions. Like, how do I get up and move? Like, who is telling my body to do that? Is my body telling me? Or who is telling my body to move? So there's a few more questions after that that I don't think we have time to run through right now. But once we go through those questions, we have to start asking, who am I?
What, and so that was going to be my question for you, girl, which is, why is that such an important principle to understand?
Because
why is that the first principle? Is that the first principle?
Yes, we have to first understand who we are so we can identify who we are not with clarity. So you can stop identifying with who you are not, so you can start identifying with who you are and regain the first step, control of your body. The second steps would be your emotion and then your mind. So the questions keep going deeper, but this is my coaching for my second session, girl. I'm giving it to you for free.
I'm sorry. I will pay you, girl. I told you I had to finish my work with Jen. And then I don't think you're supposed to. I don't know. It feels like very overwhelming to work with two energy people at the same time because I'm already overwhelmed with one. So you know what I mean. Kathy, will you send out some good vibes for us, please? I know you can before you go.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Kathy, you're the best. All right, wait, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend before you go?
I don't even know. What am I doing after this? I got to figure that one out.
Where's your kids?
I'm an empty nester.
Oh, I thought you had one or two at home still.
I have one or two. I have two. My first one is actually coming back because he's graduated college and he's like in between. He's got accepted into vet school. And so he's going off to the Caribbean in the fall. So he's like finishing up his apartment. So he's coming home with my grandson, who is Archie. He is a husky mix. So I am a dog glamour. And Archie is, I'm not really puppy proof around here. Oh my God. He's a really sweet dog, but he is like, he gets energy work from me when he comes home.
Kathy, you're so awesome. Since we are in Portland, I have been meaning, I'm going to reach out after the kids go back to school. We're going to go and have some coffee or something. Does that sound good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
On coffee. That's something to see.
We'll see it then. Kathy, you're the best. I'll talk to you later. Okay, girl?
Bye.
Bye. Jen!
Hi.
What's happening to me, Jen?
What's happening to you? You're waking up. You're waking up to your truth.
Do you see this a lot? Do people have this reaction all the time?
Yeah, yes, but not usually as quickly as you do. Like you really jumped on this quickly, I feel like.
It is how my brain works.
And you don't have resistance. Most people have resistance.
I had resistance until we did some house cleaning, you and I, on that.
Mm-hmm. And there's going to be a lot more house cleaning. I'm constantly having myself worked on and clearing resistance. So it's a never ending process, but you also can really do it yourself once you feel comfortable.
So hello, Amy. So for those that, I don't know, share a message with us, please.
Well, I think there's a really big message for us to understand right now, as we, especially right now on this planet in 2021, and even now in August, there's a lot going on cosmically. And that's what energy work is. We're cosmic beings. We are stardust, light flowing through a body. And so the universe is constantly expanding. If you think about what life was like on this planet 30 years ago, right? I'm 54. So if I think about 30 years ago, what life was like compared to now, even, you can just see and feel the expansion, right? So the universe is expanding and anchoring and expanding and anchoring all the time. And so are we. And so is our consciousness expanding and anchoring. And if we don't keep up with that, that's why we feel so wonky in the world today. It's why everything that's going on for so many people is stressful and fearful, and it really affects them because they are not expanding with the expansion of the universe. And so it's why energy work is such a big thing right now, and it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger on this planet, because if we learn to expand with it, it's not fearful, it's not scary, it doesn't bother us, the ways of the world.
So I said, and I shared this with Emily this morning because you left me the most beautiful voice memo in the world. So I reach out to Jen because basically my life's going pretty good right now, and I feel freaking fantastic. I'm going to show you guys this Instagram of me 2 years ago. I'm a completely different person. And to me, it's been this energy journey I've been on for the last 2 years that have brought me here. And you can see it just physically on me. And I'm going to show you guys that. But so I asked Jen, and I'm pretty much happy. Like I just walk around kind of happy, all the time. So I asked Jen, I'm like, Jen, so you're saying you walk around happy all the time? Like no matter what's happening? Really? And what did you say? Please share it with the class.
So it's the way it's supposed to be. Life is supposed to be easy and fun. And it can be that way for absolutely everybody. It's what you're here for, to live a life of joy and ease and creatorship. You came here to create this life the way you want it to go. And that's available for absolutely everybody.
Guys, what would you say to a skeptic? I know you've done some, go find Jen's YouTube channel. I am Jenergy, okay? I read this book because I was experiencing some real crazy things when I was meditating that I didn't really understand and that I was denying, okay, when I was meditating. So I read this book on the plane on the way to Dallas. It was like my first energy book. But my understanding is that like most energy, like Buddhism and like all the old religions, all believe the same stuff. Like it feels very consistent to me.
Mm-hmm. It is. So, because the author of that book, Dr. Sue Morter, she's my mentor and teacher. All of my certifications are through her. She was just a plain old stressed out chiropractor having a regular life with migraine headaches, and she had an awakening. And so those are spiritual truths that she's sharing in that book. And those spiritual truths are, forever. They're You're right. It is Buddhism, and all those Eastern religions are all sharing the same exact spiritual truths. She just puts a spin on it, to make it understandable to us in our modern day world.
Yeah. And like I said, like digital marketing, right? Like digital marketing is the same for everyone, but like I teach it different than Neil Patel, that teaches different than Amy Porterfield. Like it's the same principles packaged up in a way that maybe will work for your brain, that you understand it. So the way she packaged this up, I could not put this book down. And this thing is not an easy read. Like I would not even recommend this book to a lot of people. Sorry, Jen. I just wouldn't. It is heavy. The font is this big. There's all these diagrams. Guys, I could not put it down because I was like, that's what I'm experiencing. Yes, I feel this. I feel this. I know this.
So when you say about skeptics, I always say I'm looking for new skeptics because all of my old ones are believers.
Oh my, you just gave me chills. So what's the first, like, I don't know, get them to do it because it's so cool.
I
Say
think
something.
that you want an experience right now?
Yes.
So the thing about understanding your energy, it's like Kathy was saying, you're bigger than you are an energy field. Your energy field created the nervous system that created the body. And that energy is flowing through you. But most of us, it's not flowing the way we wish it were. It's more stagnant. It's moving through, but not the way we want it to. When it flows through, that's why you feel happy, because energy's flowing and you feel lighter. And so the best way to tune into that, it's all about being in your body. Even though you're bigger than your body, the idea is this spirit, soulful, light energy that you are wants to be fully embodied. And your mind, wherever your mind goes, energy flows. So everybody is spending their life with their mind out there on their life and their struggles and their worries. And so all their energy is being dispersed. And as soon as you bring your mind into your body, you pull that energy in for yourself and you activate your own energy field. So if you just sit tall for a moment, it's always more effective, I think, if you close your eyes. And really, it's as simple as starting with a deep belly breath. Take a deep breath and feel that belly expand, even like a Buddha belly, like stretch out over your waistband. Most of us don't breathe that way. And then exhale and let it go. And then you just take another deep breath. Imagine the breath, if you can, flowing right down, like you have a channel through your center and just flowing right down through the top of your head, through your throat, your heart, through your solar plexus and low in the belly. And then exhale and just relax and let it go. All of the Eastern traditions and all of the meditative traditions, they're all about your breath, because your breath is your spirit in your body. Inspiration is spirit. God, inspire, it means God. And so you can't do energy work without it becoming spiritual, because we are spiritual beings living in physical bodies.
Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
Guys, just pretend you might think it really works. And like, maybe, I don't know. It's so crazy. And I've been around the Jens of the world a long time. My biggest client is created a spiritual healing modality. Like, I know this stuff, but I just barely I was like, oh, maybe there is something to it. Yeah, there is.
Lindsey, I was the biggest skeptic ever. I grew up in a family of skeptics. I was always skeptical about everything. And I think that what happens is when it's like the skeptics end up being the biggest proponents of it when they realize it's true. It's like I also used to be a smoker, and now I'm the worst because I think smoking is terrible. It's the same. It's kind of the same thing.
Totally. Yeah. So my background is so I'll just finish with this, Jen, and thank you so much for coming on. I was born and raised Mormon, and their whole religion is around the Book of Mormon. So I'm freaking, and I left the Mormon church in the same way that I'm joining the energy. Like, I just kind of snap and like, I'm all in. Okay. When I left the church at 22, after living it, so then I'm reading this book and I'm like, the last thing I want to do is go home and be like, this book is truth, because, I did that once before. So
just remember that you're not adapting or joining the world of energy. You are that.
Yes.
You're just waking up to who you really are.
Yes. Jen, you are the freaking best. Thank you for hopping on today.
Thanks for having me.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. I can't wait.
Okay.
Guys, I am Jenergy. Go. Instagram. Watch her YouTube videos. Go be with Jen. Jen?
It's Jenergy.tube now.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Great. She's taking my class. Contact the converts.
Yep. I'm learning a lot. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. See you, girl. Bye. All right, Rich, I'm going to bring you on too, but Anna Marie's next, but I want to show you this video real quick, okay? Guys, you're going to get chills. This is my video 2 years ago. My body, my person 2 years ago, only 2 years. I showed this to my daughter Cordelia last night because she is doing a YouTube channel, and I'm like, oh, you can have my old backdrop. So I'm like searching Instagram to show Cordy my backdrop, and we come upon this video I did 2 years ago. You guys are I'm gonna blow your mind here. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share this screen, and I'm gonna go like this. And I don't know if you can hear me. You probably can't. But point is, I'm going to make that bigger. I'm going to make this bigger. Point is, guys, I was a completely different person. This is what my daughter says to me, okay? She says, and this is all due to energy work. This is what my daughter says to me. She says, Mom, I want this mom, the one I have right now, not that one. That's what she said, because not just my looks, okay? Which are pretty dramatic, if you ask me. Just my being. Like she was more meaning like my being, like being present with her and being with her. So, guys, there's something to it. Just look. I mean, that was me 2 years ago. I was on the airplane from Dallas, and this wonderful woman we were chatting, and she was like, I bet you get told how young you look all the time, because I told her I was 42. And I was like, no, I don't until now. So I'll just leave it at that. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to bring Anna Marie on. I'm dying to know. Hey. Anna Marie, how are you? How are you?
Hey.
I'm so glad you got back on.
All of that. That stuff's amazing.
Dude, where are you on all this? I know you're kind of like doing your own journey right now. And I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for coming back. Where are you on all this?
Oh, like really close to where you are. Maybe a year ago is when I entered all of it. I told you that, right? Last time about my first yoga class.
Yes.
But I did the same thing. I pulled up a picture of myself 2 years ago. And I'm looking like, but it's so fake. Like you can just see it. It wasn't real. It was this mask that I thought belonged on my face. And I went and cried in the bathroom, and then I came out and I took this picture for Instagram that day, right? And now you're
giving me chills, girl. You are giving me chills right now.
Sometimes I show up and I'm a little moody, but now like I don't fake it anymore. I'm not always happy, not Genergy style, but I don't fake anything anymore. I don't have to. I get to be like all me, this energy body.
Oh my gosh.
This stuff is real. I'm going to grab that book you mentioned.
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah. You would totally, what Jen said was like, if you're feeling it, you'll totally love the book. If you're not, if you're not feeling, if you're not quite there yet, then maybe not. Anyway. Yeah. So have you done a lot of energy work and stuff like that? Like, have you been to the energy people, like the Jens of the world?
Maybe. I don't know. Because everything is like similar and different. I've got like a somatic teacher, and I feel like that's a lot of energy work.
Yes.
I do breath work in my practice and meditation. I do a lot of that kind of thing. So yeah, I would say that I'm doing energy work.
Totally. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Sharon, what's up? So you were one of the first people on. What did you want to talk about before I took this right-hand turn to spiritual stuff?
I just wanted to say hi and get a little bit of a shot of boost to energy, because I've got some, back-end business stuff that's boring me.
Yes. What are you doing? Tell us. Let's try to inject. Are you planning a launch? Are you teaching a class? What are you doing? What are you working on?
Yeah, I've outlined a course and a workshop that I really want to teach. And so I'm just putting it together on Teachable and trying to make it into something that I can actually sell.
And what is it called?
I don't know.
What is it about? What's the modules? Come on. Let me give you some inspiration here. Okay. Do you mind sharing?
It's all about value solicitation. It's about
value solicitation. Okay.
Elicitation. Not elicitation. So we all have values, and you have beliefs and you choose your beliefs, but you have values and you've kind of always had them. And a lot of people just don't figure out what their values are.
How do you figure out what your value is? What do you mean? Tell me.
So I have this process that I'll take you through in my course. It's too long to take you through right now, of course, but where we talk about, I'm going to take you to space and put you on a ship. And what are you going to bring
Okay.
And we get really deep into all the things that you're allowed to bring and you're choosing to bring because you couldn't live without them. And then we go into figuring out how those are linked to your values so that we can go and, you know, evaluate your life and decide if you're in alignment with your values. And usually we find the things that are out of alignment and we're able to put focus on them.
That's really cool. And you start with physical objects.
Yeah. So we start. We obviously go into other things that aren't represented by the physical objects. But if you stop and think, like, what could I not live without if I was going to go to Mars for the next rest of my life, then it gets pretty clear what's important to you.
And why? Oh, I'm going to read a couple. I'm going to say hi to a couple people here. Hey, Tonya. I want to say hi to Sharon and Carol and this fine looking person here, which I think is awesome. And this person is super awesome. And then, hey, Trisha, what are my values? Had been brought up in my circles 4 times this week, girl. What? Trisha. Yeah. Yep. I know it. I totally believe in all that stuff now. Why is it so important to know your values? Why don't you tell us that, Anne-Marie?
Because being aligned with your values is what makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Being out of alignment with the values is that intangible sense that something is off. And it's really hard if you don't get the language for it to figure out the thing that's off.
Mm-hmm. So what's the launch plan for this bad boy?
Oh man, it's all behind schedule already, Lindsey.
No, it's on schedule. Ask Jen. She'll tell you that it's on schedule.
That's a good point. Well, I want to just like get my videos together and get my workbook together. And I don't know, I'm kind of taking it easy and kind of trying to like get it out there because it's really important.
So when I teach my courses, I'll just share what I know. When I do my courses, I never like to record the first version without an audience of some kind. And so every time I do a new course, I will do it live. And then either I'll take those. Yeah, I'll do it live because then there's people there. Like, I'm getting paid to tell you this. And it actually makes me go through all the steps that you're trying to force yourself through today, which is like creation and this. And it's hard for me. It's hard to do that because it's like, I'm always like, what if nobody buys it? Then this is all a gigantic waste of time. That's what's wrong with me. Okay. And so I always like to do it live. And then you can either take the recordings from your live and edit those. So I've done that before. So I'll hop on. So like, let's say I have this new course. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record these videos before we'll do small talk and facilitation. And then I'll be like, when I'm in my slides, I'm just going to get through my slides and then we'll discuss after. So then you have a nice clean edit. Or the other way that I really started doing it is I'll get all pumped up for a class to teach. And then right when the class is done, I'll record it because it's fresh on my mind. I'm all jazzed up. There's people enrolled. I've already did it once. Anyway, some options for you. That's how I do it. So does that appeal to you at all?
I don't think I'm going to get myself through it if I don't get some people on the other end.
And just be like, we're teaching it live. Like, this is why, like, it becomes a selling proposition, right? I'm only going to sell it on recording. If you want it live with me, this is your chance. So, like, don't put it off and just join me.
That's a great plan. I'm going to do that.
Boom. You knew you were supposed to come on today. You knew it.
Did. Yeah. Thanks, Lindsey.
You're welcome. All right. You go. Are you doing anything fun this weekend?
I'm just going to hang out with my kids, think about back to school, and then try not to think about back to school.
Yeah. And the weather's going to be nice for you?
Yeah, I think so. We got rain today, but I think it's clearing up over the weekend. We'll go to the pool, maybe the beach. I haven't been to the beach enough.
It's time to go to the beach. Time to go to the beach. Yeah. I'm with you, Anne-Marie. All right, girl. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Yeah, bye. Thank you.
All right, bye. All right, I'm going to read a couple of these comments. Wow, what are my... Oh, okay. Tim, I love this idea of doing the videos live at first for courses I know, Tim. So, yeah. Yeah, recording a course, I did that for Facebook group secrets, actually. And yeah, by the way, guys, mark your calendars for September 20th, okay? September 20th. Page isn't up yet, but that is going to be my content that converts workshop piece. So it's $47. Join me for an entire week. I'm going to blow your freaking mind. Okay. Guess what I realized? I realized how you create good content online. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed my content lately, but it's pretty good. Okay. It's pretty good. At least that's what the numbers are saying and my books are saying and my bottom line is saying. Okay. And so I realized you can actually create really good content once you get to know yourself, because you're actually putting yourself into your content. So this course marries my two loves. I have two true loves outside of my family and you guys. Okay. I love you guys, but it's digital marketing. I love digital marketing. I love you, digital marketing. You're the best. Okay. I also really love self-help and self-development and now energy. Okay. And so, I love you, but how do I marry these two? Guess what? I marry these two in my Content That Converts course. And it is the most magical course. You're going to find out about yourself in this course, but you're also going to make good content like my next guest. Bonnie, are you ready? Okay. Bonnie. Bonnie, is what I said about the course true? Can you speak to it at all?
Yeah, totally true. I mean, I've hated social media forever. I've always given it to interns to do for me. It's never really produced the results I wanted. And when you put this course out there and I'm like, okay, I'm open to learning something new on how to create content that is going to convert. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely putting myself out there. I'm doing things that I've never done before and being bold. And it's great. I really do enjoy it. I enjoy the class and I just enjoy doing more of the social media. So I'm not going to go to saying I love social media, but I'm kind of like, getting to a place where like, okay, I could do this. Like I'm really getting into the Instagram stories. So we'll see. It hasn't necessarily produced results in terms of, ROI or, hey, I got all these clients and slowly like my Instagram. Okay. So I think before I started with you, I had like 500 and not a lot. Okay. It's not 1,000, but like, let's say 500 and maybe 50, subscribers. And now it's like 587. So it's not a ton more, but slowly it's kind of.
Are you getting more? Do you feel like you're getting more engagement?
I am getting some more engagement. Yeah. I would like more, but definitely, getting more. For sure. So yeah, I'll say yes. And I'm hoping it'll continue. I've had a YouTube channel for a long time, but I haven't really been paying as much attention until you're like, YouTube, when you did your 30 days, of YouTube. And I was like, okay, let me watch what she's doing. Maybe I'm going to do that. And, so I bought Bonnie.tube. I went for it. Just saying. So everybody, Bonnie.tube, that's my channel. Subscribe. And I'm going to also start to push them over to my email list on everything that you're teaching. And I'm not going to tell everybody now because they should take your course. So
we'll leave it at that. Take my course.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read a couple captions and then I'm going to come back to you. Thank you, Tonya. And D. Scott, nice to see you. Caption this: Bonnie plus Lindsey equals awesome sauce. I can easily finish that. Okay. Bonnie reminds me of me in so many ways. Tonya, I never would have done reels without the course. The reels reach, I had no idea. Tonya, yes.
Yeah.
How about this? The dead engagement is creeping up, actually getting new types of engagement for sure. Awesome. There you go, guys. Carol, Tatiana, oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. So Tatiana, you're next, then Carol. Bonnie, you got on today for a reason. What was it? Do tell.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to get on because I have so much work to do. But then I was like, I still have time to get on and chat with Lindsey for a minute. So anytime I can chat with you, I like to chat with you. I agree. I don't know. I'm just here to say hi, and I'm hoping to continue to learn and build my online business because the COVID has really caused me to close down my offline practice, so to speak. I mean, so I have to keep going and keep building online and putting myself out there and taking risks. So that's.
And you're doing so good. Like you guys should go.
Embarrassing my kids, just so you know. Totally embarrassing them.
Good. That means you're doing it right.
my daughter's like, I tried to watch your Instagram story, and I just couldn't. And I'm like, whatever. I know. I think Carol said to me, if I'm embarrassing my kids, then it's all good. I'm doing it right.
Yeah, like I think you got it down. I think you do. When's your next launch?
Okay, so I was going to launch my a course that I did once already live. I was going to do it again for September, but I don't know. I have a few other things that popped up in my life for September. So I think I'm going to kind of push it off to October. So I'm going to do like a webinar end of September and then try to do the course, run the course live in October. Here's what I learned. When I ran this course live, I did a beta course and it was awesome. And those people, it's like a feeder into my membership program. So, because the membership is a back end, so they have to take this starter course. What I found is that a very large, over 70% of the people who are in the course live moved into the membership. When I'm now,
Girl, that's amazing numbers, by the way. I'll just say that.
It's a small class, so I'm not talking hundreds of people.
Girl, just pat yourself on the back for what you deserve. Thank you. Thank you. There you go.
But then, so because I wasn't able to run it live over the summer because of other things I'm doing, I said I'll just run it as a, like, whatever. Like, I'll just promote it here or there. I'm doing a Facebook Live. Hey, check out intuitiveeatingbasics.com, self-paced course. There's still a forum for you to get support, blah, blah, blah. And it converts a little bit here or there, drip, drip, but not as much as when I'm doing it live. So
yes,
I know. And even if the people who purchased it as a self-paced, and they do have a call to action at the end in the closing ceremonies, hey, join us in the membership. It's not happening so smoothly, So when it's live, they definitely need that. So anyways, that's kind of my plan. I'm going to keep doing it, mentioning it here or there. I mentioned it on the story today. We'll see if I get any bites on it, and then I have to run it live. So I'm going to have to get into some system where every 8 weeks or so I run it live. I just haven't been able to do that.
Yeah. So just on a few of those things. So Bonnie, tell us about, I shouldn't tell about it. Tell us about your course real quick. People want to know.
My course is intuitiveeatingbasics.com. Basically, I'm helping people who've been chronically dieting, who've lost the trust in themselves around food, lost themselves, and don't want to count points and track calories anymore. I'm teaching them how to get back to being an intuitive eater, listening to their body's signals to guide their eating. Nutrition is definitely important, but we really learn to reject diet mentality and reconnect with our inner wisdom and really redefine our self-worth, that it's not tied to numbers. So that's the Intuitive Eating Basics course. So it gives people the foundation, sort of like, hey, I heard of intuitive eating. I don't know what it is. I want to just dip my toes in for a low investment of only $99. And then if you want to go deeper, then we can do my deeper dive whole body trust program. But first, this just gives people a safer, lower risk way to learn about this to help them recover from chronic dieting. So
I love it. And
intuitiveeatingbasics.com if anybody's interested.
Yeah. And it goes back to, even that principle of trusting your body and what they eat goes back to what Jen and I were just barely talking about, which is like, guys, we're a consciousness in our body. We can like just listen to what your body's saying, right, Bonnie? Just listen.
Absolutely. Your body speaks to you. There are messages, but the messages out in society, the diet culture messages, clouds those messages your body's giving you, and you don't hear them, and if you hear them, you don't trust them. So it's coming back to a place of trust, just the way you were born, because when you were born, you loved your body. Think about that. When you were a baby rolling around on the ground, sucking on your toes, you loved every roll and every inch of your body, and somehow that love has been lost, and it's not your fault, but we want to get it back.
Girl, thank you. intuitiveeatingbasics.com. Guys, Bonnie, thanks for stopping by today. I'll see you soon.
In my life.
Yeah, you too. Bye, girl. Bye. Tatiana's next and Carol. Guys, this is a really great live. So I'll just say that we're all talking about the same things. It's like all the same things. Just trust yourself and like you are awesome and you belong here and like you don't have to change and like stop listening to everyone else and just trust yourself, because as Jen says, you are just like this amazing stardust thing. Okay. I don't remember quite back that far, but you know what I mean. Tatiana.
Hey,
how are you? I'm so glad you got on today.
Hugs.
I know. What are you doing? What's going on today?
Hey, so yeah, I'm back in Massachusetts after being in Florida for 6 weeks. So just getting into the swing of things again. That's been fun.
What were you doing in Florida? What were you doing in Florida?
I was visiting my family. So my parents and one of my sisters are in like Orlando, Florida area. So we were there. I work remotely. So I just worked out. The kids
Nice.
with their cousins. It's a good time.
Yeah. So, okay. And so now you're getting back into the swing of things. So what does that look like? How's that? Or do you have a launch? Like, what are you doing business wise?
Yeah. So I have a launch on the book. Whoop, whoop. So it's August 16th to the 20th. It's Beat Procrastination in Life in Biz. And it's really for small business owners who are like going through the motions. They kind of got this stuff down packed, but they're ready to reach the next level. And usually that comes with trusting yourself, like everyone's been saying, and beating procrastination. Like I just signed on an intensive client. She's been selling bath and body products for a while now. And she primarily does it for through vending and like shows and stuff, you know, where you're posted outside for the holiday season. She usually goes to like Philly during that time. So she has like all this stuff that she kind of knows what she needs to do. She knows how to prep for it. And now she's like, I need a team and I need to look at this whole manufacturing thing. She's made products for companies for like name like Estee Lauder companies.
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
like, girl, what you doing?
Yes.
Let's do it. She's like, oh my goodness, I've been like finally like being comfortable in this. Okay, this is working. This is a nice well-oiled machine that she almost forgot to dream again. And like, okay, let's go take the next step. So I'm really excited to work with her. The next
Congratulations. You totally light up when you talk about her. Look at you.
She's so great. So that's really getting more of those people in this challenge on August 16th, just to help them get to that next level, like whatever that is for them.
What is the key? Why do we procrastinate, Tatiana? Why?
That's a great question. I would say that we tend to overestimate how much we can get done in a short amount of time. And then we underestimate how much we can get done in a long period of time. So, I mean, how many times have you said, I'm going to rearrange the whole entire living room on a Saturday. And like, you just get like a corner done and not even, right? So I think we tend to forget how much, like if you just do little things at a time, like 6 months later, you will never believe like where you were a year ago, if you just start with the little steps.
I love it. So is the key to write it all down into little steps? I mean, obviously you have to go to her challenge to really understand it, but she's going to teach you how to do it. Like, look at her, guys. She knows the key. If you want to grow your online business, you do have to figure out how to not procrastinate. And for me, it was always like my mindset. I have some sort of fear. I'm overwhelmed. There's like an emotion there that you've got to work through, figure out.
Which is great when you have a coach that can help you and like kick you in the butt every single week, but like hug you at the same time. Like, girl, okay, we're not going to talk business today. Let's talk about why this didn't happen and what can we do next time to combat it. Because every single day, you like one day you can be on cloud 9. The next day it's like, I can't do this. How's this going to work?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Which is normal.
Totally normal. Yeah. And I mean, look at Tatiana. You want to go to her class. How do they sign up for it?
Yeah, you can go to TatianaCole.com to sign up. And I'm also on IG and Facebook at I am Tatiana Cole. You can sign up there. The link in the bio, all that good stuff. But you can sign up there. And we start August 16th to the 20th with nightly live training. So
awesome. And what are you doing this weekend?
This week, well, my husband just booked us a trip to New Hampshire to this place called Storyland. It's like a kids amusement park. Never heard of it.
I want to go to Storyland. What?
Right? I'm like, there must be like princesses and castles, and I don't know. It's like a kid-based amusement park. So I guess everything's going to be like kid-friendly rides. Like, how they're at the
your husband is the type of guy who just rolls and is like, yeah, I want to do some real good family time this weekend. So we're rolling to New Hampshire. What?
Literally send me a text. Hey, you want to go to story time? I'm like, what's that? Okay.
Tim Stone. I've been to Storyland. Our kids love it there. There you go. Dr. B's head is always in Storyland. But yeah, it looks like you have a legitimate review there.
Good, nice. Yeah. So, and then 15 minutes later, he's like, okay, yeah, we're going. I already booked the hotel. I'm like, oh, okay.
Your husband's awesome.
So-
Ian prefers to stay home at all times. Okay.
Oh.
And so he would never do that.
Yeah, I think we're trying to nuke in all the last minute vacations and weekends before kids start school. So we start school at the end of August. So we still have
And will
2
it
more
be
weeks.
in person? It will be in person.
Yeah, as of today.
Yeah, who knows? Who freaking knows? Yeah,
Yeah.
good vibes. We're talking about vibes today. Send out some good vibes to all the parents out there that our kids can get back in school.
Yeah.
Please. All right, girl. I'm so glad you showed up today. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Thanks, Lindsey. Bye.
All right, see you, girl. Guys, go to her thing. Okay, hold on. I want to read a couple of these comments. Dr. V's in the house. Dr. V. Let's see. Procrastinator. Tatiana loves butt kicks and hugs. You're right, Carol. Carol, I'm bringing you on. Tim says, used to live there. It was beautiful. Oh, Mount Washington. Look at you guys. Look at how many friends you're making. Okay, bye, Dr. V. Nice to see you. Have a great day. Carol. Oh, this is one of my dear friends, Carol. Carol, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good today. So I had to jump off our work session from your Contents to Convert class.
My heart broke when you left.
Well, let me tell you why. Because you're going to
Okay.
love the reason behind me leaving you. So you know how you push us to, at the beginning, to go out and talk to new people?
Yes.
I had reached out to somebody I had kind of we'd seen each other around in a Facebook group that happens to be both of ours ideal clients. We solve different problems for women in STEM, and this is an engineering moms Facebook group, huge. And so we both said, oh, we should connect, but we never had. So I reached out to her. We had a fantastic phone call, and she invited me to join her for her Lunch and Learn to talk about career pivots. And so that's why I had to jump off, because her Lunch and Learn was at 10 o'clock, and I had to go get my head straight. And so I jumped off. We did a Lunch and Learn and talked about why do you change, and when do you know it's time to change, and how do you know all this? She comes at the world from she's a burnout. She says she's a burnout coach, how to avoid burnout and staying healthy and so on and so forth. And in my perspective is be where you need to be and have the career you want. So it really meshed well. But what was interesting in it, we were talking about it, and it dawned on me while we were talking, and I'm totally using this now, is it's not you, it's them. Because sometimes you have to leave because you think you're failing, but it's not you, it's them.
Mm-hmm,
You're not in the right place. And so it's about that energy, and are you making yourself sick? And thinking, so that's going to totally show up in my stuff, but already has.
Nice.
But what's interesting is you're talking about the energy, and I know you're into the energy work. How often, even as coaches, do we tell ourselves we're failing, we're not doing enough, we're not good enough, and it's really not about us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might be, it's the story we're telling ourselves, but we're not really failing. We just haven't found the right niche, or we haven't found the right approach to things. And as we get to know ourselves better, we can start having success. And so since starting your course, I have, my husband even said the other night, he goes, I feel like you've turned a corner.
Oh my gosh.
And
I just got freaking chills, girl. I got chills.
That's why I had to jump on. Because since I've talked to you, I have a new paying client. I talked to a prospective client Tuesday night, and I'm talking to another one tonight. So for one-on-one coaching around careers.
Okay, just so everyone knows, like Jen will understand this. My whole body, I feel like I have static electricity on my body right now. Just saying, do you, Carol, or is it just me?
It's amazing when it all starts coming together. And
you look beautiful in my power color too. Okay,
this is my power color. You missed that at the beginning of the session. Adele was commenting, this color looks good on me, and I think yours is a truer fire engine red, which is my favorite color of all time.
Yes. Yes, Carol, you and I are very, very connected. Everyone loves this. I know, Tim, right? How is that for a freaking testimonial? I know. It freaks me out, okay?
Amazing.
I'll tell you guys a little secret while Carol's here. I'll tell Carol the secret. Trisha, I'm glad you're here. So like, you know how, so this is the first time I'm teaching content that converts. And I feel like it was really inspired. I felt so inspired when I created this course. And so part of this course is, hey, in order to do good social media, you guys can go create your own stories, right? Like if you're sitting in your office and you're not like taking meetings and going for a walk, you're not going to have anything exciting happen to you. And so I said, oh, wait. And then there's like this one thing. Oh, sorry, guys. Erase. I'm sorry, Carol. Pretend I didn't say that. The one, I taught a lot of things. I treated a lot of principles in that course.
Yes.
The one thing. So here's the thing. There's movies I've wanted to watch. I've wanted to wear, you guys have heard me talk about red lipstick. I've wanted to wear red lipstick for my whole life. Okay. And for some reason I was waiting for someone to tell me that it was finally my time to freaking wear some red lipstick. And so there's these one things in your life, like it's time to do those one things. So if it's a haircut, I'm going to get a tattoo a month from now. That's my one thing. Like these things, these very small things that can bring you joy right now. Small things. I'm not talking about world trips. Do those for you right now. Today is the day. Like that special bottle of lotion that your mom gave you 2 years ago, and you're waiting for that special day to use because it's so beautiful. Today's that day. Today is that day. So I said to them, here's your one thing. Carol shows up with her hair cut because she wanted to cut her hair. And several other people in the class cut their hair. And I'll be honest. I'm like, Emily and Sid, I don't want them to cut their hair. They're freaking me out. Like I was just throwing some things out there. And here they come showing up with their hair cut. Freaked me out. I loved it, but it freaked me out that I like said something and it like happened, you know?
Well, and I had been planning to cut my hair.
I know.
When it hit 118 here in Phoenix, hair that was down to here was way too hot. I'm sorry. So it was time to go
and
short
you look
again.
Amazing and gorgeous. How are you feeling? You're also glowing.
I feel really good. It's going good. It hasn't been a good week. We lost a dear friend to cancer this week.
Aww.
So it hasn't been a great week, but from that perspective, but a lot of other things are going right. So it's a circle of life because out of the same group where we knew the friend who lost his battle to cancer, one of the other people in that group just had their first baby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
it's a circle of life where
and just appreciating. You can appreciate the baby because you're experiencing death. Like to me, the wide range of human emotions, which has become evident to me recently, is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I told my husband that, okay, we're going to miss him deeply, but we were lucky to have him in our lives for the last 10 years. Yeah.
When my kids get upset when we separate from family that we won't see for a while, I'm always like, the sadder you are means the more awesome it was. So you can't have both, You have to have the happy and the sad. So Carol, you're amazing and wonderful.
Well, thank you. So are you.
All right. I'll see you in class on Tuesday. Okay.
See you there.
All right. Bye. Let's see. Tim says he's already getting his haircut. Yeah. I more mean just like, I don't know. They were like, yeah, I did my one thing. So many people did their one thing. And these are not like life-changing things. I should not be concerned about it because like people are just like getting a pet or like a tattoo or whatever, things that they wanted to do. It's no big deal to them. I'm just telling them today's that special day, today's that day. Because if you keep putting it off, and then you can post about it on social media and have a really good story on social media. That's the point, right? That's how I'm marrying, getting to know yourself and creating really awesome content. Dr. V, I'm going to bring you on. Hold on. Trisha, I felt that. I feel like my life is turning a corner and pivoting in a new path. I have felt that too a couple of times. Trisha, I love you. Takeaway, wear the damn red lipstick. Why do we always feel like, I don't know. I feel like, Trisha, I'll tell you my philosophy on this. And then I'm going to bring Dr. V on, okay? My philosophy is this, based on the research I've done in psychology. You get in these patterns as a child where we're always asking our parents for permission. We ask our parents for permission for everything, okay? And so suddenly we become adults, but we're still in a pattern of asking for permission because nobody changed that pattern for us. So we're always kind of used to being like, asking for permission. I have to ask for permission, but like no one ever said, no, you're officially an adult. You don't need to ask for permission anymore. For me, that opened up a lot of doors. Just a very simple thought of, oh, I am waiting to ask for permission because I was taught that and no one ever told me you're excused. Okay. Tonya, Sunday is my one thing, branding photos. Tonya, really? Branding photos. Will you share some of those with the group? I cannot wait to see them. Yes, branding photos were huge for me, as you know. So I'm really proud of you. Good job. Dr. V, what's up? I thought you were busy, man.
I am, but I wanted to see if I could really use StreamYard in Safari on my phone in the garage. So this
You
is
can? I never
Apparently.
attempted StreamYard on my phone.
I am speaking to, because they said that, StreamYard only works well if it's in Google Chrome, but it really works on Safari on my phone in a remote location in the garage. So I'm just checking out my fire starters and everything else. The landscaping people are outside, and so it's extremely loud everywhere I go today. So that's going to make the mastermind really challenging.
Yeah, I thought you were prepping for a mastermind.
I am, but I'm not in charge of it. All I have to do is show up and be funny. So.
Well, that should be pretty easy for you since that's basically your default mode.
It's my MO. Yes. I default and deflect and have a great effect.
Okay, now do you have 2 seconds or you got to go?
I got time. Yeah.
Okay, so Dr. V and I like Dr. V. I don't know if you guys know that, but I think he's pretty cool. Okay, he's been around for a while, and I think he's
for
pretty
63 years on the planet. So.
So I'm talking about all this energy crap with all this energy crap, and Dr. V follows my stories because he's amazing, and you guys should follow my stories.
Because I enjoy your stories because they're incredibly engaging. So.
Thank you. So, and he comments, and so I was like, "What do you think of all this energy stuff?" And he was saying, "This is the basic gist of what he said over many conversations." Lindsey, everyone knows that. Like, I'm glad that you came to the party, essentially, right?
Well, I think that it's just, it's one of those things where when we first started speaking to each other, I held that back because I thought, oh my God, she's going to think I'm a total lunatic. But even when I hinted at it, you were sending me in the direction of, well, you need to niche down and you need to be a serious business coach and this and that. And I have all these Loom videos, which are just like, I'm walking away with my tail tucked between my legs saying, oh, this is so sad. This is so sad.
Dr. V, you're breaking my heart.
No, but because it's all part of the evolution of consciousness and awareness, and it's all part of my own particular entrepreneurial journey. And now I find myself going back to those things. My gosh, the stuff that my dad used to tell me when I was 5 years old.
That's awesome.
So this is good.
Awesome.
It's like the story of the prodigal son or the prodigal daughter. It's coming back to the truths that you experience and how you work in the world and apply these principles.
So Dr. V buys into all of this. Although you did call yourself a conscious, you go against what did you call it in DM?
Conscious?
You were like you go against what like a cosmic, like you were like, I don't do what I'm supposed to do, is basically what you said.
Am I a cosmic a radical or something?
Yeah, a cosmic resistor or something like that.
Cosmic resistor, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like wondering, what if you know that the cosmos is talking to you, then why don't you do what it's saying?
I think that goes back to all the stuff from our little life, the sense of self-worth,
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it has to do with trying to appease conventional opinion.
Yes.
But more often than not, conventional opinion, as we know throughout history, is wrong.
Yes.
So, yeah, so that's my big lesson. Oh, I'm getting chills now, just like when you were talking to Carol.
I got chills too.
Yeah, see?
I feel like every time I talk about it and there's a truth, I will notice the chill.
We're on to something. So,
yeah.
Anyway, but thank you so much. I'm going to go off to Mastermind Land.
Okay, thanks. I'll talk to you later, okay? See ya. Bye. And that's the key, right? Like, sure. Like I asked Jen, do you walk around every day? Like she's a master level, she's a super Jedi at this stuff. Of course I walk around letting my problems but the beautiful part is I can remind myself like, no, actually I believe what Jen says is the world it happens for you, not to you. And so if you can kind of remember that, then it's pretty beautiful. And like you can get through anything. And like, I'm not saying you're gonna have crappy things happen to you, but they're going to mean something. And that having pain with a reason is way, way more tolerable than having pain without a reason, just because humans are supposed to suffer, right? This got real deep. Tim, back to StreamYard. You can even host live streams. Really? Now I'll never miss another episode of Live with Lindsey because I didn't do it last week because I didn't want to unpack my computer. Okay, here I thought that I had to do this. Now I'm going to like go on walks and do Live with Lindsey. What? Everyone knew. This is like the energy stuff. Everyone knew. No one told me. And I guess I'm just showing up now to that you can use StreamYard on your phone and we are like that this energy stuff is real. Who knew? I need to come to more parties apparently. Rose is amazing. Okay. I'm going to go freaking learn Reiki from Rose next Friday and I can't wait. Okay. She's awesome. Dr. V is the comic. Yes, Carol, you're totally right. And conforming. Yeah. And I think that's what it is, right? So like Dr. V hops on and he's confident as everyone. And he's just like, yeah, of course this is real. Like, yeah, everyone knows that, right? Of course he's nicer than that, but he's of course. And he still gets on. And I'm like, well, why don't you listen to the universe? And it does come back down to public opinion, what everyone else is saying, what these social cues are and stuff like that. And that's what I teach in the course is basically like, no one cares. Like, how much do you care about other people? You don't, like someone was struggling with like, I don't want to DM people. And I'm not, the way I teach social selling has nothing to do with DMing for sales. What we're doing when we DM is like literally trying to make a connection with people. Okay. That's a vulnerability flex. You got to leave sales out of it. 100%. I don't want to send these DMs. I'm scared to send these DMs. And I get it. I totally get it. But I was like, how many times have you received DMs and do you spend the whole day thinking about how awful that person was? No, you get the DM. And if you don't want it, you look past it. Like no one's sitting around thinking about you all day, hating on you. It's just not happening. So you may as well put yourself out there. Right. Or same goes. I taught this to my friend and I in Dallas talked about this, which is like, for those who feel like they have to like get dressed up and stuff to go to the store. Okay. Because like, you're like, this is just how I need to be. And so you put all this pressure on yourself because you're supposed to go to the store because you're a loser if you go to the store in sweatpants. You know what I mean? And so no. Okay. The last time you saw someone at the store in sweatpants, my guess is you didn't give two craps about it. And no one's going to give two craps about you either. So the point is try noticing social norms and like, what you think you're supposed to do and just like do whatever you want because no one cares. No one's going to say anything. Nobody cares. And so same thing was like, oh, my social media, if I like turn a niche, then I need to like make this big announcement on social media that I am no longer a business coach. I am now like a personality coach or whatever. No, don't bring attention to it. Like just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Same with email. This happens all the time. This is my pet peeve. You guys do not send me an email like this. Okay. You have your email list and you haven't emailed that list for 6 to 8 weeks because just like life totally whatever. And you haven't emailed that list for 6 to 8 weeks. And Lindsay's in your ear being like, email that list once a week. Email that list once a week. So what do? You sit down and you're like, dear email list, I'm sorry that I haven't written to you for the last 8 weeks. Life has been hard, but I'm here for the long haul now, and I will never miss an email again. Well, guess what? Probably you are going to miss several emails past that, but here you are. Now you're telling your whole email list, I haven't been writing, because you feel like you have to explain yourself, and you don't. Stop explaining yourself. Just be who you are. Live your life. Do your thing. And that is so true in your coaching business. Just do your thing. Don't try to explain it away. Just step into it confidently. That's how you grow a coaching business. Don't apologize to the email list. Just be like, now I'm writing an email. And it's okay because Lindsey and social is telling you, you have to email your list every week. Even though I'm telling you that, you can still do whatever you want. Okay. It's your coaching program. It's your business. It's your life. Okay. Just reading a few comments. I promise I'm going to leave. Research shows caring what others think stops creativity. Research shows caring. Oh, thank you, D. Scott. There you go. Can you blame him? Because I was just telling this to my daughter today. She goes, Cordy, go, because she's starting her YouTube channel. Mom, should I do a YouTube video like this? And I'll be honest, don't tell her this, okay? I thought it was a horrible idea, whatever she was explaining to me. But I know enough to know this. is that I've gone to Emily and I've gone to Ian with so many creative ideas in the past that I'm like super fired up about because I see it in my brain and like I'm flowing and it's popping. And I'm like, here's my beautiful creative idea. Emily, no offense. And Emily's like, yeah, I mean, I think that would work, right? So I noticed that with my daughter and I'm just like, girl, whatever is called to you, you should totally do it. You see the vision. You just need to create what you think you should create. And you should not care about if I think it is a good thing to create. And I'm telling the same thing to you guys that I told my 10-year-old today. Just create. You don't have to ask for permission. It doesn't have to be special. There's no template. No one's going to think you're weird. You guys will create these beautiful coaching businesses because they come from you. Okay. Thank you, Rose. This is Rose likes my chakra bracelet. Before I went to Dallas, as you know, I went there, to help a friend, and I needed whatever I could to help her and all the ways. And so Rose did a 911 with me. I was like, Rose, what do I take? What can I do? What help me help her? Because I love this person in Dallas more than anything. Okay. And I just felt her pain and I really wanted to help her. And so Rose gave me all the crystals that I was supposed to buy. So Rose, this bracelet, okay, is because of you. I'm currently emailing my list right now. I just realized it's been a month. Tonya, whatever you do, girl, whatever you do, do not say, hey guys, I'm sorry it's been a month. Because guess what? If you start doing that, you're going to do that 4 or 5 times a year. And that feels weird. Like just, no one knows. No one's noticing. Okay. No one's noticing. Sorry, Emily. Emily at least laughed. At least she didn't quit. Okay. Guys, there you go. I'm going to upload today on my YouTube channel the energy codes. I did a book review on it last night. So I'm going to upload that. I'm going to edit and upload lindsey.tube a little later today. Or if you go to crew.lindsey.tube, Emily, we put that in the thing, crew.lindsey.tube. That gets you on my like super insiders email list where I'll tell you all the weird crap. Okay. That's where you're going to get the tea from me. Crew.lindsey.tube. So you better go over there. So then when I release this video, you're the first to know. Okay. Crew.lindsey.tube. And then save the date. September 20th through the 25th. I'm reteaching this course. Come and create really amazing content through getting to know yourself. Yeah. Emily put that on an ad. Come and learn how to create amazing content by learning to know yourself. What? Yes. Energy. That's what created that title right there. Okay. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. I'm live every single Thursday from 11 to 12-ish. Okay. Have a great day. See you guys later.